Welcome to the Weekday Report for Monday, February 10th. I'm Liz Snyder. Here's a brief look at the news. The Shalom Center's executive director says the organization will soon have a permanent shelter for the homeless. Fran Hansen made the announcement at the Pink and Gold Gala fundraiser on Saturday night. Hansen said the Shalom Center will purchase the former St. Vincent de Paul thrift store at 6201 14th Avenue. The building will be able to house up to 90 people at any given time, also giving those in need access to transitional living services. The Shalom Center has tried for years to obtain a permanent shelter in place of the Traveling Inns program that rotates between local churches. There was plenty of fun to be had outside in Kenosha during the chilly weekend. About 500 people came out for the city's first ever Snow Days Festival in Library Park. The event featured ice sculptures and games for kids. Sculptures were also placed on sidewalks throughout downtown. Across town at the Brat Stop, the water was warmer than the air at the annual Special Olympics Polar Plunge. The brave plungers jumped into an above-ground pool set up in the parking lot. Organizers expected to raise about $55,000. Congressman Paul Ryan and Republican National Committee Chairman Reince Priebus were the headliners at the Republican Party of Kenosha County's annual Lincoln Day dinner Friday night at Strawberry Creek. Ryan, who left to a standing ovation, rallied the party faithful around what he calls the American ideal, which he describes as working hard, playing by the rules, and achieving success to determine your own fate. A local Olympian helped some Kenosha kids gear up for this year's games. Deneen Smith has the story.
As the opening ceremonies of the Winter Olympics were about to get started Friday, kids at Whittier Elementary in Kenosha got an Olympic moment of their own. Debbie Sullivan of Kenosha competed as a race walker in 3 Olympic Games and is an 11-time national race walking champion. She taught kids a little bit about race walking and staged a race around the school gym, but her real focus was on the importance of positive thinking and reaching goals. She backed up her message with handwritten positive statements, 400 in all, for each student at the assembly. This is Deneen Smith reporting for the Kenosha News.
The Kenosha area's Athletes of the Year were honored at Holy Rosary Sunday night. Here's Mike Larson with the story.
The 61st annual Holy Rosary Sports Night was a true dinner of champions on Sunday. Indian Trail's Michael Roach and Tremper's Tanea Gully were the guests of honor as Athletes of the Year. Gully and her Tremper track and field teammates were lauded for their D1 state title, as was the Central softball team. The UW Whitewater Division III National Championship squad was also recognized. Hall of Famer and former Green Bay Packers linebacker Dave Robinson headlined the celebrity guest slate. Mike Larson, Kenosha News.
Bradford boys basketball snapped a 20-game losing streak Friday night at Indian Trail. The Red Devils beat the Hawks 61-48. Giving them their first win since late last season. First-year Bradford coach Greg Leach calls it a great effort by a team that has shown no quit. What's trending today? How are your heating bills looking this winter? Are you taking any extra steps to conserve energy? Tell us on our Facebook page. Up next is Dave Marin with the Athletic Republic Athlete of the Week.
A hero in a rivalry game. I'm Kenosha News sports editor David Marin with the Athletic Republic Kenosha News Athlete of the Week. Nate Hensel, number 14, scored the winning basket with half a second left to lift the Wilmot boys basketball team to a 54-53 win over arch-rival Central on Friday night. That capped a 12-point performance and set the stage for a big game the next day. In a 59-53 win at Richmond Burton on Saturday afternoon, Hensel scored a game-high 20 points, including 4 3-pointers, and 3 of those came in the fourth quarter. Congratulations, Nate. The Athletic Republic, Kenosha News, Athlete of the Week.
Thanks, Dave. Now here's a look at what we're working on today. Janine Anderson will have an update on the city's frozen water lines, and Jill Roselle is looking into the cold winter's effect on heating bills. Pick up a copy of the Kenosha News and check KenoshaNews.com for all the details on these stories and more. I'm Liz Snyder with the Weekday Report.